Summary of How to Know a Person by David Brooks. In How to Know a Person, David Brooks explores the essential human need to be seen, understood, and truly known. Drawing from his own emotionally distant upbringing and gradual evolution into a more open and connected individual, Brooks offers a deeply personal, practical guide for how to improve the quality of our relationships, at home, at work, and in public life, through deeper, more compassionate attention to others. The book is structured around the idea that there are two kinds of people in the world: diminishers, who make others feel small or invisible, and illuminators, who see others with curiosity, warmth, and respect, and help them feel recognized and valued. Brooks argues that the foundation of human flourishing is the ability to make another person feel seen, a skill he believes can be taught and learned. Part 1. I See You. The first section explores the foundational need humans have for recognition. Brooks recounts his own emotional detachment in early life and how various life experiences, fatherhood, failure, aging, forced him to become more emotionally attuned. He suggests that society has failed to prioritize the development of social skills and moral imagination, favoring career and achievement over connection. To be a good person, he says, is to see others deeply. He explains how most people operate with poor social perception due to egotism, anxiety, stereotyping, and a tendency to see others as objects or representatives of groups rather than unique individuals. Brooks critiques the cultural habits that keep people invisible to one another and introduces the idea that true recognition requires what he calls moral attention, an intentional, generous, and loving gaze toward another. Part 2. I See You in Your Struggles. The second section delves into how we can see people not only in their strengths but also in their suffering. Brooks examines topics like grief, mental illness, trauma, and emotional pain. He argues that to truly understand someone, we must accompany them in their suffering, not solve it, dismiss it, or avoid it. Drawing on psychological research and interviews, he shows that being a faithful companion through someone's pain is often more powerful than any advice or solution. He offers techniques for practicing empathy, like active listening, asking deep questions, and suspending judgment. He emphasizes the importance of being emotionally present and learning how to tolerate silence and emotional intensity without retreating. Part 3. I See You with Your Strengths. In the final section, Brooks shifts focus to how we can honor each person's unique strengths, stories, and potential. He examines personality types, the impact of ancestry and life narrative, and the ways people express their values through their choices and energy. Brooks urges us to be attentive to the particular music of a person's life, their rhythm, wounds, motivations, and hopes. He distinguishes between knowledge and wisdom, arguing that true wisdom arises from the ability to understand the complexity of a person. A wise person doesn't just have insight but can see the soul in others, respecting both their vulnerability and their agency. The act of seeing is itself transformational, for both the seer and the seen. Key takeaways. Being seen is essential for human flourishing. The deepest human need is to be recognized as valuable, not invisible. Social skills are moral skills. Brooks contends that knowing how to connect with others, through attentiveness, empathy, and good listening, is central to being a good person. People are not puzzles to be solved, but mysteries to be appreciated. No one can be reduced to stereotypes or surface impressions. Every person contains layers worth exploring. Illuminators change lives. The presence of someone who truly sees and understands us can have a profound, lasting impact on how we see ourselves. Seeing is an act of love. To see another person well is to love them in a non-possessive, affirming way. Conclusion. How to Know a Person is both a personal journey and a cultural critique. Brooks calls for a reinvigoration of moral knowledge, arguing that we've lost touch with the wisdom of how to treat one another well. His message is clear. To change the world, we must start by changing how we see the people right in front of us. Whether in everyday conversations, tough emotional moments, or long-term relationships, the act of seeing, deeply, kindly, and truly, may be the most important work we do.